Good morning. Would you sit with me and have our coffee and talk for a little while? I don't know how you feel about it, but to me, this world seems to say, hurry up and fit as much as you possibly can into each and every day. Well, my old soul that I mentioned in my last video wants no part of that. In fact, few things make me happier than having nowhere to be except here on my front porch with my coffee in hand. From here, I can hear the traffic on the main road and feel grateful that I'm not in it. I wonder if the mockingbird is tired from chattering all night, while the blue jays and the crows sound louder than usual. My geese wander up from the pond and the mama deer grazes nearby. She stays, I think, in the side woods with her new fawn, and although I haven't seen the baby up close, Mama Mama seems to know that she's safe here. She just keeps eating unaffected, and I love that she feels safe with me sitting so close by. My favorite times of day are early morning and dusk. Both are quiet and slow, and I treasure the peaceful privacy they bring. In those moments, I can talk with myself, with God, and with Gracie. I feel that it's time to share some of the sudden and profound losses that I have carried over the past several years in addition to Gracie. And perhaps that's one of the reasons for this channel. I'll begin with my Uncle Steve. Steve was probably 8 to 10 years older than me, but we had a really good relationship. And Steve was very protective of his record albums and his model cars growing up. But he never minded when I went into his room and listened to his stereo because he knew that I wasn't going to hurt anything and wasn't going to be messing in his, personal space. We thought that he was recovering from a stroke, but sadly, that was not the case, and we miss him dearly. Then my dear friend Janet, whom I had spoken with at 10 o'clock on a Thursday night, died the next day from a brain bleed. She was a longtime friend and such a help to me after we lost Gracie. Because I couldn't drive for months after the accident, she would take me to my hair appointments and lunch when I couldn't take myself. As sorry as I was for the struggles that she later faced, those shared hardships brought us even closer. We were truly kindred spirits. After that, my first grown-up friend, Carolyn, died suddenly from complications of breast cancer. She was my movie-loving, going, all things British front porch buddy. We used to sit on my porch and solve the world's problems, at least according to us. She would drink hot tea while I preferred iced tea. And then just last year, another dear uncle died after a long illness. And 6 weeks later, his wife, my aunt, passed away too. Her grief, combined with her own health problems, became just more than she could bear. She simply did not know how to live without him. I will always remember them sitting in their recliners, side by side, watching westerns or Family Feud or the gospel music channel. So see, I am no stranger to loss, and each one has brought its own grief. But losing Gracie in the middle of all of that sorrow was different. Not only because she was my precious granddaughter, but because she was only 6 years old and had not been sick. There is no reasoning with that kind of loss. In my quiet moments, I think about loss and how much I miss the life I knew before they were gone. I think about what I wish I had done differently, as if any of it would have changed the outcome, even though I know deep down it probably couldn't have. But still, I wish that I had not turned down a movie or a lunch invitation because something else seemed more pressing. I wish I had visited with my relatives more often. And I wish I had driven my grandchildren to Bible school that night. And on and on and on it goes. I gently remind myself that these thoughts are human and probably part of the survivor's guilt that I mentioned in an earlier video. I have permission to share what I'm about to say, and I believe it may help explain other struggles that rise in the quiet moments of my day. In 2017, my mother went into the hospital for routine bypass surgery. But the procedure did not go well, and we nearly lost her. She spent weeks unconscious, followed by 2 months in an intensive rehabilitation program. She recovered, but now, at the age of 86, she is facing 2 different forms of breast cancer, one in each breast. And because one treatment won't work for the other, she has chosen to leave this world whole and focus on quality time with her family. We were told maybe 2 years. I cannot imagine life without my mother. The one person who will tell me when I'm wrong, but never stop loving me. My mother has always been my strongest cheerleader, and no one will ever love me in the same way. She is an old soul too, and her motto has always been to live beneath your means. Now, I have not always succeeded at that, but I do treasure the simpler life that she modeled. Being unhurried and simple is not laziness. It is choosing to be present in the moment and learning to be content in our own skin. I am so grateful that I inherited that from her, even if it took me years to recognize it. She says that she is at peace with her decision, because deep down, She does not believe that she could withstand a very involved surgery and the grueling regimen of chemo. So, though we don't like the decision that she had to make, we're supporting her. My father is much the same in being a simple man, not simple-minded, but just a simple, loving man. But he is less accepting of the limits that aging has placed on them, and he's not dealing with life as well at the moment. So we just try to stand by him and offer him as much support and encouragement as we can. As I think about each loss and those still to come, the emotions bubble up inside of me like my fermenting sourdough starter. As an old soul, I cling to the past and to the memories that I wish I could recreate. So many of those memories were made on the porches and the patios of my grandparents, or at the beach with my entire family nearby. My own front porch gives me the privacy and space I need to sit in my nightgown in the early morning or late evening and think about my life, both then and now. This porch has become a bridge between the outside world and the solitude that I cherish. Here I can let my emotions rise without apology or shame. Sometimes I question my progress in grief, and I know that I will never be over it. But I also know that I have made great strides. Healing does not mean forgetting. It just means learning how to carry love and loss at the same time. If you are walking through your own grief journey, I want to encourage you to find a place where you can be still and be honest with yourself. It does not have to be a front porch. It only needs to be a space where you can breathe, you can remember, and you can feel what you need to feel. Even when I am struggling, and even though grief sits right here with me on my front porch, I am always looking for things to be thankful for, and this front porch healing is one of those things.